tasty water. Oh! My bad. I forgot I was recording. What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's vlog. I just went ahead and got myself a little drink, and, well, today we're going to have some fun. We got a little bit of cleaning to do, a little bit of some basic chore shit. And while we're doing that, I do want to chit-chat, talk with you guys, kind of shoot the shit, you know what I'm saying? And then later on in the video, we're going to do some more fun type stuff. That being said, right now I'm kind of pairing my socks together. Just did laundry the other day. Just got stuff dried out completely. We're getting some socks fixed up. So what I'm going to do is basically get some, low-level cleaning done in here. And then from there, we're going to do... Well, I don't exactly know, but we're going to do something. So just join me and Kowser as we put together the house and have a little bit of fun while doing so. I am Simon Belmont. I will use this cord whip to get my sock back from the other side. I am Simon Belmont. Sockula, you will not. Ouch! Just whip myself in the back. You will not. Gotcha. I got it. Woo! Extreme sports. Woo! Yeah. Bet you guys didn't think I could do that now, huh? Turns out losing weight does a lot for you.
Wake up, filthy.
These are Gucci! Gucci shorts, bitch! Gucci shorts, bitch! They ain't actually Gucci. What do I look like? Man who lives in the hood? Well, I mean, I can't really say something like that because I am a hood Billy. Okay, lighting might come off a little weird. It's just got a different camera angle, different light sources. Trying to get it right, though. Trying to get it right, you know? That being said, right now, what we're going to do is our dishes, to which there's not a whole lot to do. So let's just get them knocked out. Whew! Being a Beyblader is not easy maintaining your shit. Gotta make sure my Balenci's clean. Much better. We got some shit done in here. And it's looking really good. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's your boy, and welcome to another video. In today's video, we're doing something familiar but different. You see, I go live on Twitch, and sometimes we work out, sometimes we just chat and smoke up, and sometimes we do some Beyblading. And you see, unlike the usual Beyblade tournament rules where everything is worth a different amount of points, to streamline and make it simple, I do a simple every win's worth the point type of thing. But I'm trying to build a new format for these streams that keeps it fun, streamlined, and doesn't have too much downtime in between, and gives us just the right amount of battle for your buck. That being said, the current format goes as such. 4 to 5 teams of 4 will go in, and we'll get into more of that here in a moment. That being said, I hope that you guys like, comment, and subscribe in today's video, because it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of bit of fucking around, just having a good time. First off, if you want to get yourself some good drip, check out your boy over at Hazard. Lil Aaron does some amazing stuff. And if you want to check out the sponsors of today's video, check out Base Station. Go over to their site if you happen to need yourself some new Beyblades. Maybe you need a new arena, new launchers. It doesn't freaking matter. And if you use code FATTY at checkout, you get yourself a nice little discount. So make sure you check out the description, get yourself that discount code, get yourself a direct link, and get over there and get what you need today. That being said, enough. Let us get right into this. So, this is how today's test is going to happen. And I think we're going to call this mini-series Testing the Format. We're going to test different ways we could be doing Beyblade tournaments until we find some of the best ways to do it and make it popular. That being said, and today we're doing my basic format. For 5 teams of 4 bays will be going in. The first round will decide who, with the least points, will be knocked out. Second round, losers get knocked out. Last round is the final. The reason I'm doing this like this, making videos where we go over different formats and talk about it, is because, again, I'm hunting for that perfect format, and it's fun because this is a good way for you guys to give me feedback on what you think, what you might change up rule-wise, and everything else. So let me go over my current rule set, okay? As stated, each team will have 4 members. Typically, there's 5 teams. A team that represents each season and a team that represents knockoffs. Those are the 5 teams. Each team member tries to specialize in one of the 4 main types of bays: balance, stamina, attack, defense. Finally, well, not finally, we're going to keep going here. So that's the team makeup, right? There's no banned parts, no restrictions. Use whatever the fuck you want, right? As long as they are that season for that team, they're good. Next up, every win style, whether it's a ring out, burst, a sleep out, pocket out, it's all worth the point. Keeps it simple, easy, nice and simple to remember. Next up, each fight. Well, let me explain the round format, right? So each round, every Beyblade is going to have a chance to fight. All right? Each round will consist of a match. Each match will have 4 different fights. If there is a tie with 2 winners, 2 losers, then one of those 2 survivors of each team go in for a tiebreaker match. In the first round, or the first set of rounds, round 1 of the tournament, the team with least amount of points gets knocked completely out. In round 2, those last 4 teams go at it until there are only 2 teams left. Then in the final round, those 2 teams go at it for a grand finale. That being said, without further ado, let's hop into this, shall we? I'm going to introduce you guys to your team representatives today. And then we're just going to jump right into having some fun. First up for Team Plastic Gen, we're going to go up in age. So we'll go the youngest, oldest to youngest. The oldest series of Beyblades, the plastic generation of Beyblades. A generation of Beyblades that mainly used ABS plastic along with a metal ring to give it weight. These bays didn't spin for the longest, but their battles were intense. They had some of the coolest fucking designs and the greatest customizability of any bay system. That being said, it is considerably seen as the underdog because these tend to be the lightest out of all 4 season bays. And honestly, It's expected. It's made of plastic. It's the oldest generation, the simplest generation. It was the generation that had to be built for youth players, so it couldn't just be made purely out of metal. Now, in the second series of Beyblading, we realized that our Beybladers were getting older. So, they advanced some things up. Now, your bays have a shit ton more metal. And this is the Metal Saga, which includes Metal Fusion, Metal Fury, Metal Fight, Metal Masters, Shogun Steel, Bay Wheels, basically all that there, right? These mainly utilized a metal attack ring core with plastic top bits to add style and aerodynamics, and spin tracks and performance tips. Your fusion wheel, which is the metal, your spin track and performance tip dictated a lot of your performance. The aerodynamics dictated how well those performances performed. And this was honestly my favorite series of bays when it comes to the bays themselves and the advertising for it, because they had a really big street advertising style. It was a lot of like underground fight ring type of ads and shit like that. It was really cool. If you ever get a chance to watch some of those old Metal Series American ads, go ahead. The Japanese ads, they were still streety, but they weren't as streety as the American ads. But at this point, you know, our youth has grown up a little bit. They can handle having heavier bays, things that move faster and stronger. Then we get to the burst season. And this is a season I personally feel they took a major step back, and it seemed like they were really appealing to the kids again. And maybe that's what was needed, right? Maybe we needed another plastic gen to get a younger generation into the sport again, so that when that next generation of older bays come out, now you've got the new generation of older youths, plus a lot of the adults who still fuck with their Beyblades. Which, honestly, as sad as it was to have 10 years of what I consider the worst Beyblade anime on Earth, which is the Burst one, it set us up for what's great. So let's go over Burst real quick. Burst is a base system, a lot like the plastic gen, that is primarily plastic, with only a metal center core, though some pieces do have metal on them. The main metal component is going to be your metal core. The main series is made of 3 bits, which is your metal bit, your attack ring, and your tip. Some of these bays, like this one right here, this longness has 4, because it has an energy layer to the metal ring. Some have 4 or 5, if they have the metal ring with energy layer and the gotcha chip. These bays were made to be exciting, fast-paced, great spinning, and when they attacked, they could, you know, loosen themselves up over time and create a burst, the namesake of the series. And it's the series that introduced that gimmick that we still have to date. Fun gimmick, I like it. I like some of the burst bays, looks-wise, but I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of the burst bays, right? They don't look like like you look at this and you say, well, that's just a red and white top. But if you look at this, you're not just looking at a blue top. You're looking at Seaborg V2, buddy, a knife whale. This is just a red and white top that has no significance, no symbolism at all. Which is why I didn't like Burst as much. And the Burst bays that I did like tend to be shit with motifs on them. Like Poseidon here. And enough of me shit talking on that season, right? The season did get a lot of people re-loving Beyblade. It got the burst gimmick going. It made things a bit more exciting. Battles were a little bit more faster paced. Maybe the bays weren't spinning as fast or hitting as hard, but they were going a little bit longer because the way they were designed aerodynamically and everything. And for a youth audience, it was a really solid season. Now comes to what has recently become probably my favorite season, and it is the one that's going to need a lot of explaining. So let's start. Beyblade X. Beyblade X is the newest season of Beyblades, and honestly, it has all ages in mind. There are bays out there that'll appeal to the younger crowd. There are bays out there that appeal to the older crowd. They're mainly metal mixed in with plastic. It's honestly more of a 50-50 between the weight of metal and weight of plastic on each bay. The designs are fucking sick. They look almost industrial while keeping that street fucking look. And some of those ads they're making are bringing back that Metal Series vibe with the ads. That being said, this season spins the fastest, hits the hardest. It has not only the burst gimmick, but a whole nother gimmick where the stadium has rails on it, and the tips right here, have little gears that'll fit onto that rail, thus creating a real-life special move, aka an X-Dash. And honestly, it is probably the most exciting season of Beyblade we have gotten. Not only do we have the burst gimmick from Beyblade Burst, not only do we have extremely great customizability and a wide range of colors for every part to get your hands on, but these bays have designed specifically performance. I said that weirdly. These bays were designed specifically for performance. Just like in the Metal series where they pushed that this is a sports gear. This series, again, brings back, this is sports gear. This is a legitimate sport. And I love it. I love it. I've even heard some rumors that they might even try to push Beyblading into the Olympics. And let me tell you something, okay? I have been a Beyblader since my youth. Since I was a tiny tot. My first Beyblade was the original Dracil. The first Gen 1 Dracil. Let me tell you something. I'll never forget it. I want to get another one of those, turn it into a necklace, and wear it everywhere I go. No joke. I love that bay so much. It was my first, and I'll never forget it. So, let me just say that X has got me loving Beyblade again. It's got a lot of people loving Beyblade again. And I think I've babbled on enough. I'm going on enough about Beyblading. Allow me to get right into telling you guys what our teams are. Pour myself on a little water. And then we're going to dive right into this. That being said, your 5 teams today go as such. We have Team Plastics, Team Metal, Team Burst, Team X, and the last team is going to be called Team Unbranded. Because I have 2 knockoff bays, and I have 2 Metal System bays, which is a system that came before Metal Fight, but right after Plastic Gen. Well, actually, it's more so grouped together with the Plastic Gen, but they are a bit different in design, but they're not exactly a season of bays. It's more of an extension of the Plastic Gen line, per se. So, we have we'll go Team Unbranded. We'll start with them. Team Unbranded, we have the off-branded Factoron, the off-branded Kamibot, the Metal System Dracil, and the Metal System Gaia Dragoon. In Plastic Gen, we have Seaborg V2, we have Matt Demon, or what I call Matt Demon. I always forget that Demons thing. I know it's Master Dracil, the attack ring, but that bit layer, I don't know. You good, buddy? You just jumped on that fucking bar. I need to move the bed a little closer to that loft. That's what you're going to be doing, girl. Next up, we have Grifflone. And finally, Metal Dronzer. Going up in age, now we're at the Metal series of systems. We have Twisted Leon. We have Rock Capricorn. We have Storm Wolf. And lastly, we have Burn Tempest. And now it's time to burst some bubbles. With Team Burst. With Poseidon. Zed. Diabolos. And finally, Longness. And the final team needing named off. Team X, we have Roar Tyranno, which has to be one of my favorite bays of X. We have Horned Rhino. We have Night Lance. And finally, Chain Incendio. Sorry for the dramatics. It's just kind of fun to do. Well, I guess you could say it's time to stop talking and start spinning. Without further ado, round 1, off Brands versus Plastic Gen. I'm going to give you a piece of paper to keep track of points. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, I would like you to make a prediction as to who you think will win this little mini tournament. Let's have a little fun in chat, shall we? So I'm going to decide each of the team lineups. Plastic Gen versus... Plastic Gen's going to go up against Team Off-Brand. Alright. In the second match, we'll do Team Burst versus Team Metal. And then Unbranded will go against X, so that X can have its round, but that will not affect the Unbranded's standing. That being said, it is time for us to battle. Round one is going to be Plastic Gen's Matt Demon versus the Metal System / Unbranded's Gaia Dragoon. Alright. Each battle is one fight. All 4 bays will have a chance to fight each round. Here we go. We got Gaia Dragoon utilizing that X-Rail to get some good attacks in. He is whooping some ass. Really giving an ass kicker here. Now, here we go. We got Gaia Dragoon utilizing that X-Rail to get some good attacks in. He is whooping some ass. Really giving an ass kicker here. But now, the battle is called. And it is now a Tornado Stall versus a Stamina Sleepout. Who will be able to win? And Matt Demon takes the L, giving Team Off-Brand the first win. Next up, Lafon going up against CAMEO. Ready? Really? That bad a shot. Here we go. It's a real Slobanaka. A real battle. Factoron is pushing Lafon around. Tell it to get him. Go! Here we go. It's a real Slobanaka. A real battle. Factoron is pushing Lafon around. Tell it to get the fuck out my kitchen. Lafon took the L. Now it is time for Seaborg versus Metal System Drasil. And go! Go! And Seaborg V2 takes the point. Means this is it, the final match to determine whether there's going to be a tiebreaker fight. We have Factoron going against Metal Bronzer. Let's do it. Come on, Metal Bronzer! Make it a tie! Give your team a chance! Uh-oh! Metal Bronzer, come on, buddy! Ooh, Metal Bronzer lost! Meaning Plastic Generation has 1 point! Then, Off-Brand versus X. Off-Brand does not get any new points for that fight. Only X, and it's just so X has a chance to properly have a chance. So now we have Burst versus the Metal Season. So, first fight for Burst is going to be Diabolos going against... We'll do Twisted Leon. Alright. Here we go. There we go. Two beautiful defense types going at it. Fighting it out. The King of Darkness, Diabolos, versus the King, the Twisted King of the Jungle, Leon. And Leon took that first round win beautifully. Come on, Seymour. We only need one win. Chance you're in. And clean victory for X. Team X has just gained themselves 4 beautiful points. Finally, let you know that plastic and unbranded are down and out. So follow me. Time for that funeral march. It's going to be a bit longer. There's 8 bays instead of 4 going in. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, because Lance won. Here we go. That X-Dash was really clean from Knight Lance. But can Leon withhold the attack? And just like that, our winner for today's video is the medal season. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may, this has been an amazing time. Sharing what I love with you guys is honestly fun. And if you're ever looking to show some love to the channel, maybe you need to get something for a friend of yours, or you want to get some bays for yourself, check out the link below, check out our coupon code, and get yourself some Beyblades from Bay Station. Simple, easy, fun. You're not going to find anything better than Beyblades. That being said, whether you need stadiums, bays, or shit, even a launcher, they got it at Bay Station. That being said, that was a lot of fun. That is our current format of Beyblading for the streams. I'm going to call this format the Zort format. Z-O-R-T. Zort. It's not an acronym, it's just a word. That's the format. The Zort format. That's what I like to call it. So, this has been my video explaining to you guys my Zort format for the Beyblading streams. I'm one man. I don't have a friend with me all the time to do this, so I kind of have to try and find ways to keep it interesting while Beyblading alone. Which is sad, because Beyblading is a 2-player game, and I don't have a player 2. That's besides the point. I'm going to be okay, because I have fun no matter what. I think you guys will have fun too. That being said, why don't you guys give the Zort format a good try? It's fun. It's a great way to shake things up. And hey, even if you don't like it, well, I'll be making videos in the future talking about other formats that I come up for these type of videos and streams. So without further ado, thank you guys for tuning in. And one last time, can we let out a giant roar for Twisted Leon for winning? And of course, make sure to check that description, like this video, comment, and subscribe. That being said, one final victory roar for Leon! That's how we do it! Let it rip!